Okay, so things are improving. That's the reason for the huge yes that was on the thumbnail. I'm going to take this as a win. And we got some good stuff to talk about in the overall crypto market. We've got an evolving situation with FTX, a little bit of positive news there as well. So we're going to get into this right here, right now. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Please tell the algorithm that I'm here because I promise I help you and everybody watch my channel every day. That's my goal, is to help keep you updated and just what the heck's going on in a 2 or 3 4-minute video. So let's do this. Let's get into it. So right this second, crypto is up a fairly good amount. Again, take it as a win, right? So we're up to almost 900 billion, up almost 5.5%. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are rising nicely on the 24-hour. Ethereum outpacing Bitcoin as a percentage gain scenario, and again looking really good. So what I want to talk to you real quickly about, though, is the fact that so FTX is opened withdrawals again, the ability for people to withdraw their money off of the FTX exchange. We don't know how long that'll last, but that's a good sign. And I truly believe that's part of what you're seeing in this number is that percentage gain up, is that it's now it's everywhere on Twitter that this is in fact happening, that if you have funds on FTX, you can, for the right this second, get them. Okay. I personally know of some people that are literally working through that as we speak. Okay. And so again, that's a piece of positive news. Okay. So beyond that, we had a really, really good piece of news come out with the CPI. This is the Consumer Price Index inflation report. We were expecting a 7.9% number, which was a reduction from the 8.2% number we had in October. Okay, so we were expecting 7.9, and we got 7.7, which was a major good shock, good number, right? And that's led to the overall stock market to just be cruising up, the Dow 900 plus, the NASDAQ up 600 plus. And I will say this, the crypto market would be north of $1 trillion and probably up 10 or 15% itself if it wasn't for the FTX SBF nightmare fiasco that we've had going on for the past 2 days. But this interest rate scenario sets a really good tone and a really good message moving forward, in the fact that we got a great jobs report earlier this month that was better than expected, which shows again that the measures are working. And now that we've got a great CPI report from an inflation standpoint, it looks like the macro issue of inflation and the Federal Reserve is starting to unwind and get a little bit better. Now, that's not a magical solution. Everything's perfect today. That's not my point. That's not what I'm saying. We are starting to head in the right direction is what I'm saying. So the Federal Reserve is set to meet on December 14th and 15th. And on the 15th is when we're going to get the number, how much they're going to raise it. I'm expecting a 50 basis points raise, which is a reduction in the versus the 75 basis points raise that we've had the last 3 or 4 times that they have met. I think it's the last 4 times now. Okay. So that's a good news. Okay. So on that front, on the inflation, the kind of the macro impact front, we're getting good news there. All right. And if we're not dealing with this SBF FTX scenario, we would be cruising way higher. I mean, you can see it. Look, I mean, again, the stock market, Dow and NASDAQ just flying off because of this CPI, because everything I just said, we're heading in the right direction from an inflation standpoint. Now, we're still going to be dealing with interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve moving into the first part of 2023. But the overriding thing you need to know about is that it's getting better on that side of the equation. All right, now final thoughts. This scenario playing out with FTX, I think we still have some more exposure there. And I still think we haven't seen everything kind of come out of that scenario. But right this second, Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking good. We still have the possibility of Bitcoin going to 14,000, 15,000, Ethereum dropping below 1,000. If we get some pretty major negative fallout probably coming out of the FTX scenario, i.e. if another exchange looks like it's going to have some major issues or things like that. But we haven't seen that develop yet, but that's still a possibility of a black swan event associated with FTX, or we have another major exchange capitulate or something like that. But we haven't seen that. I'm not trying to be the voice of doom and gloom here. I'm just trying to make you aware that we're not quite out of the woods yet. We're definitely not out of the woods yet as it relates to the fallout we're going to see and the continued debris, if you will, from the FTX situation. But right now, I'm taking this as a win. Yes, we're looking better. That's all I got for you. And I'll see you. Have a good one. Bye.